What is up, guys? TechRex here. So in this video I did my most dangerous iPhone 5 test I've ever done on my channel yet. I was very scared of myself doing this. I poured sodium hydroxide on a heated stainless steel pan. Now this is a very strong base. It's a chemical, not an acid, but it dissolves aluminum and glass, which are both components of the iPhone 5. And what I did is I pretty much just mixed it around and made sure it kind of heated up for a few minutes, gave it a few minutes, started around around for a little bit using both stainless steel pan and a stainless steel tweezers, which are the only thing that is actually resistant to this chemical, or else the pan itself would dissolve. So I really do recommend, guys, do not do this at home. I myself shouldn't have. I inhaled some terrible fumes during this video, and I'm not a chemist. This is probably supposed to be performed under a fume hood. I did this video anyways for your guys' entertainment, so I hope you guys do enjoy your video. This is the first step that I did. Let's go ahead and move on to the second step. So after I heated up the sodium hydroxide, I got the iPhone 5 and I put the stopwatch on, and I know I was really off by, I'd say, maybe 10-11 seconds. You could subtract that because it was really tough doing this at the, multitasking. But I got some water and I poured it over the iPhone and the hydroxide. And basically the reaction started to occur. iPhone began dissolving. And one of the funniest things is you can actually see, if you look closely, that the screen switches on the iPhone. Where it says cancel and swipe to shut down. Those two things rearrange, and then you could see the timer. It stops at around, I'd say, 39-40 seconds. Something goes up, and then you have a temperature warning, and then looks like you have the Apple symbol, and then there it goes off. And I believe that's where it really started dissolving. You can see this is how I was honestly really afraid myself at this point. I was using the gas mask, but I was still smelling some fumes. So at this point you could see the camera is really wobbly, but I was doing my best to capture this on film. So after halfway through the experiment, I flipped over the iPhone to find that it was completely white. Turned from black to white, almost this silver metallic-y color, and at this point I knew I had to stop. I could have kept going, but I was really too worried. I'm doing this in my own kitchen, just mind that. And I took some vinegar, which is a weak acid, and I poured over to neutralize this base and get rid of it, so I can dump it out. And it was all splashing everywhere on the counter, and if that gets on your skin, you're going to the hospital. So I managed to neutralize it, and that was that. So final recap of what actually happened to this iPhone 5. Well, you had a yellow tint on top of the phone on the screen. SIM card slot was completely dissolved. Obviously you had that silver looking color. Side button was completely gone. Volume rockers were actually still intact and clickable. Home button still there. Bottom ports were all just messed up. Top power button completely gone. So that is pretty much it, guys, for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took me a while to make, and as always, guys, peace out.